Hey guys, welcome back. We are going to be making some Christmas treats. I find that Christmas time is the hardest because you watch all these pretty videos and it's just a lot easier to bake with powdered sugar or sugar and flour. It's not as easy to make pretty delicious things. I mean, they're still delicious, but pretty things when you're on the Gap site. So we're gonna make this fudge. First off, we're gonna make a few different things. This is gonna be actually a gift for people. You could make this with honey instead. If you're on full Gaps, you could have this because it's just cacao powder, salt, vanilla, and coconut manna or coconut butter. But we're using maple syrup since we're gonna give it as gifts to other people. So it's very simple. This probably will take us 2 to 5 minutes. And let's get started. So we're going to start by getting this coconut manna out of our water. I've been letting this sit in hot water for a little while today while I've been doing other things. I'm going to grab it, Gab. It's not that hot. We're going to put them in here. So in here we have 1.5 cups of cacao powder. You could also use peanut butter instead if you wanted to do a peanut butter or half peanut butter, half cacao. We're going to use 1.5 jars of the coconut butter. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Now we're going to add 1.5 cups of maple syrup.
And then we'll add a teaspoon of vanilla. We'll get the drips at the end. Yep. Okay, now we're going to blend it up with our immersion blender. And a teaspoon of salt. I almost forgot to say that and do that. Yep. It's really thick, huh? Okay, you can turn it off. It doesn't have to be much. We probably could have melted it a little bit longer. So now that Gabby's gotten this all flattened out, we're gonna add some of these sprinkles. Since we're not eating them, they are just sugar, beetroot, and carnauba wax. So this is what we were using before we went on Gaps. It's a little bit more natural. And then these are just old dumped ones from the store. So we're gonna make some pretty sprinkles on here. You get this stuff out of our pantry and put it in the fridge. Okay. Gabby, you want to lick the bowl? Let us know how this tastes. It's our taste testing.
It's really good, actually.
Actually?
Well, I don't really like coconut.
Oh, can you taste the coconut in it?
Not really. Well, you can a little.
Might not as much once it chills. So you're gonna eat the whole thing yourself?
Yeah.
So next up we are doing candied pecans. I buy our nuts, including pecans, already soaked and then dehydrated. You're supposed to sprout your nuts so the phytic acid on the outside doesn't irritate your gut. So I buy them that way because I do not have time and we need convenience snacks. So all that said, this is a wonderful recipe. We made some for Thanksgiving and I keep eating them out of the freezer for Christmas. So we're gonna make more and some extra to put in our bags for our friends and family that we're giving little gifts to. It's pretty easy. So we're gonna start by mixing a few egg whites. So as these get frothy, we're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla and about 1/2 cup of honey. All right, so it's pretty stiff and shiny. And we're gonna add our spices.
Wait, do I say it?
Yeah, what are we adding, Gab?
One teaspoon of salt and 3 tablespoons of cinnamon.
Yeah. Okay, we'll start it off slowly. And then what's the last thing?
Nutmeg and
Yeah, we freshly ground this. It's about half a tablespoon of nutmeg. Okay, we'll start it on slow. And that is our oven. Real slow. Gabby got this very well incorporated. Now, found the spot. Okay, be careful when you're incorporating your spices that you don't, you fold it in and you don't knock a lot of air out of the egg whites. Now we're gonna carefully fold in about 8 cups of pecans. Do you wanna get closer here? So 1, 2, okay, start with 3. There's a dog in my house.
no, I'm a 1-year-old baby.
A 1-year-old baby. Oh my. Okay. It smells so good. Mm. Okay. He's a 1-year. He's a 1-year-old baby. I forgot to mention in the beginning, you preheat your oven to 200 degrees. You probably need 2 trays with parchment on them for this, or stones. I'm just using stones because I'm low on parchment. So, you're gonna end up stirring these every 15 minutes for about an hour to an hour and a half. Good. All right, so while we were doing the pecans, the fudge actually set. And we're gonna cut this. It's a little bit soft. We'll see. All right. Yeah, it's still a little soft, but it's pretty. It's firm enough.
Sorry, there's a guy hiding.
Okay. Gonna help me do this again?
Sure. I think it'd be bigger pieces too.
All right, so the last thing we're going to do today is make coconut bark, coconut oil bark without sugar. We have 1/2 cup of coconut oil and we're going to add 1 cup of coconut butter or coconut manna. And then you can start doing that, Gabby. And then 1/4 cup of honey and 3/4 teaspoon of mint extract. Okay. All right, Gab, taste it and make sure it's sweet enough. Yeah. One little taste.
It's pretty good.
Is it sweet? Do you like that mint?
No.
No? Okay. All right, so we're gonna pour this in the pan. Tyler, if you wanna come over. real thin. Yeah, get it. Where's that spatula? We're gonna put that in the refrigerator for until it hardens, probably until an hour, until we're done with dinner. And then we're gonna put a chocolate layer on top, and this will be done. All right, Gab, we're wrapping up the day here.
Yeah.
How do you know that these pecans are done?
Because they're dry?
They're dry, yeah, they're not sticky anymore. Ooh. See how they're not stuck, which is great. So those are ready. All right, so we have one thing left to finish, and that is the chocolate. We're just gonna make homemade chocolate and put it on top of our coconut mint mixture that we just made. So, Gabe, why don't you get that out? We're gonna start with about, let's see, a cup of coconut oil, and it's already pre-melted. Now we're gonna add a cup of cacao, and then we'll add a teaspoon of vanilla, a pinch of salt, and a third a cup of maple syrup or honey. All right, how's the mint chocolate bark?
Good.
Good? Dominic ate his already, didn't you? Do you like the flavors together? Yeah?
I need it to be a little.
Do you think the people we're giving this to will appreciate it?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
It needs to be sweet.
Oh, really? It's a little dark. Nope. Okay.
I'd appreciate some more.
All right.
So yummy.
All right, guys.
Happy oven. Always remember. And thanks for watching. It's the best.